is Lauren Williamson.
Hi, my name is Jade Starr. Hi, my name is Constance Williams.
Hi, my name is Raymond Owen.
Hi, my name is Jadarian Gold.
And this is American Airlines.
The mission of American Airlines is to diversify leadership to ensure our customers receive excellent service delivered by dedicated employees. At the airports, customers are welcomed and served by a blend of ethnic diversity, cultures, and experiences. American Airlines has been a commercial airline for about 8 decades and had the largest range of flights in the world. American Airlines is located in 250 cities and more than 40 countries. Due to the fact that this company has a broad range of culture, makes it a complex environment.
Operating and controlling a profitable airline can be challenging at times, but American Airlines seems to have an impeccable system to complement their services to assist and meet the needs of their customers and employees.
Product departmentalization is key into allowing successful operation near and far throughout the company. Each department has specialized employees doing specific jobs such as ramp agent, ticket counter, and baggage claim.
American Airlines has recently merged with U.S. Airways and American Eagle in order to maximize profit. Since the merge, CNBC has branded American Airlines as the world's largest airline, putting them ahead of Delta and United.
During the merger, employees underwent Tuckman stages of group development. During the forming stages, employees from both American Airlines and U.S. Airways took on the opportunity to get a feel of their newly expanded family. In the storming stage, employees discussed issues such as buddy passes due to the fact each airline dictated who received them differently. Employees were concerned whether the U.S. Airways seniority policy would be upheld or the American Airlines check-in policy would take place. During the norming stage, employees from U.S. Airways took on the student role in learning the new systems that was dictated by American Airlines. As of now, U.S. Airways is fully entwined into their new home. What is now considered American Airlines is at the final stages of group development, performing, and executing. American Airlines holds a hierarchical organizational structure with CEO Douglas Parker and top-line managers at the pinnacle of the company, followed by middle managers and team leaders.
Here at American Airlines, the leadership style that's chosen here is considered directive. Directive meaning that management will tell employees specifically what their jobs are each day as they come in, as well as rules and regulations that must be followed.
Operation controls are led by Doug Parker, a successful veteran in the merging business. Back in 2005, Parker successfully merged America West and U.S. Airways as CEO, making profits increase by 34%. On average, American Airlines operates over 6,000 flights each day to 339 destinations in 54 countries. In order to maintain organization quality and satisfaction, American Airlines uses bureaucratic controls. These controls are needed to ensure employees are handling their respective responsibilities. In addition to satisfying customer needs, managers in American Airlines utilize bureaucratic controls to make employees more efficient.
The motivational environment here is known as progressive, meaning that we're always encouraging employees to do their best and offer the best customer service to our customers, as well as helping planes arrive and depart on time.
Motivation for employees, American Airlines reward employees with extrinsic rewards such as buddy passes, along with paying 15% of all pre-tax income, both of which can be seen as valiant or desirable as stated by the expectancy theory.
Have you enjoyed
Just state your name for me real quick.
My name is Shara Nguyen.
All right. How long have you worked here at American Airlines?
11 years through 2 mergers.
That's impressive. How happy are you working here? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best.
I would say Houston is a more challenging airport. One of the more challenging airports I've worked at. It's my 3rd airport. Right now, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say I am at a 6.
Out of 6. So what do you think American Airlines can do to improve your rating?
Better scheduling for bids would be fantastic, and instead of someone coming in for 3.5 hours, 5 days a week, it would be best if you could come in for maybe 4.5 hours or more, 4 days a week. More of a work-home balance, where that's not taken into account at the moment.
Okay. How have you benefited from working here at American Airlines? Whether personally, like professionally, just in any type of way.
I would say my patience is definitely improved. I am able to be more diplomatic in dealing with challenging people.
That's good.
Yes.
That's a really great quality to earn.
Yes. Yes, especially, especially lately.
Lately.
Just, we have some challenging passengers at times. And so it is very challenging, because they can be quite belligerent at times.
Okay.
What is it that you do?
Everything from, checking in passengers, boarding flights, driving the jet bridge to meet planes, assisting with handicapped passengers. I work in baggage from time to time. So a little bit of everything. Yeah.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, American Airlines' voluntary, non-voluntary, and retirement employee turnover rate has ranged from 8 to 11% over the last 4 years.
Would you prefer being in one department at all time rather than moving around as you do?
I think there are pluses and minuses to both. I started with the company at our corporate headquarters. So I, used to work in an office, and that was preferable because it was, much less stressful.
Okay.
Working with the public, has a huge set of challenges, and being a slave to the weather.
Exactly.
And mechanical problems, but even though it's nice to move around a little bit, it would be nice if we could bid specific places. So if you're better at ticket counter, you could bid ticket counter. If you prefer gates, you could only bid gates. That would be nice. It would be great to be in one department.
What you feel about the merge?
I was happy. I was happy about the fact that American had better international destinations.
Okay.
And I truly work here more so for the travel opportunities than the financial remuneration.
That's real. That's me.
So
We know.
so with more international destinations, I was pleased with that aspect of it. But it was very sad, and airlines are very tribal. So it's hard to see your legacy name go away. It is hard, and when you see your uniform, you always know that you're seeing your people. And when you see another airline's uniform, those are their people. We are our people. But so it was difficult. But so now we'll have a lot more uniforms that will be our people.
AMR stakeholders for American Airlines own 72%, while the secondary shareholders, U.S. Airways, own 28% of combined company common stock. Although American Airlines is the biggest flight company, it has a wide range of competitors, including Delta, Southwest, Virgin, and JetBlue. American Airlines customers include all of the parties whose desire is to be accompanied by passionate employees in a diverse setting that give great customer service, also making your flight experience one of the better ones. Stop.
In terms of financial controls, Chief Financial Officer Derek Hare oversees financial planning, corporate finance, purchasing, and controller audit functions.
In 2014, American Airlines had the greatest yield of financial gain concerning their primary stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, customers, suppliers, governments, and local communities. There were record revenues of $42.7 billion, a net income of $2.9 billion, and also their first dividend or distribution of profits since 1980. In January 1990, American Airlines workforce was approximately 77,176. During 2011 to 2012, the company filed for bankruptcy and downsized to about 70,000 in an attempt to reduce labor costs and debts. By January of 2014, the company's workforce barely peaked 60,000. As the months increased, American Airlines saw how their competitors, such as United, whose total number of employees surpassed theirs by 24,000, and Delta by 18,000, their workforce increased by 63%, placing them in second with the largest workforce in the airline industry at a whopping 102,807 employees by September 2015. Prior to 2012, there was an organizational decline in the company, causing them to eventually file for bankruptcy. To combat the complete downfall of the company, American Airlines merged with U.S. Airways and revamped their entire fleet of aircraft. Every week, more flights are created due to their new and improved aircraft, allowing more passenger traffic traveling both domestically and internationally.
American Airlines uses airline information systems to increase sales through the use of technology. Due to the merge, there will be more planes, pilots, and staffing available to fulfill the needs of the customers. With the increase of resources, customers have more options.
In relation to Michael Porter's 5 industry forces, the character of rivalry is fairly high, seeming as American Airlines is in competition with Delta, United, and Southwest Airlines. The bargaining power of buyers is relatively low because the pool of consumers is so great. One person does not have enough power to drastically increase or decrease the amount of sales overall, and therefore must pay the price demanded by the airline. The bargaining power of suppliers is also low because the materials and equipment used for the airline industry are standard throughout. Suppliers cannot set the price of their materials because the airline can simply choose another supplier to purchase the exact same equipment. The threat of new entrants is low because of the loyalty of customers, as well as the guidelines and criteria prospective airlines must pass to enter the industry as stated by the Federal Aviation Administration. By living in a post-9/11 society, those regulations have become very extensive with no room for interpretation, causing almost no new airlines the ability to enter. In contrast, American Airlines' threat of substitutes is quite different, seeming as air travel is not the only means of transportation. There are different modes, such as boat or train, but because there are not as many substitutes, the threat is not very high.